In today's project, I'll be replacing my 13-year-old cast iron kitchen sink with this brand new 18 gauge stainless steel kitchen sink. To get started on this project, I need to disconnect all the plumbing. That means all the drain lines and all the water lines. I also need to cut the silicone so that I can get this old sink out of the hole. For my project today, I'll be reusing my black drain lines because they're fairly new. And I'll be reusing my kitchen faucet because I recently replaced that too. First, I'll shut off the water and disconnect my water lines. Before I take my drain lines off, I'm gonna unplug my garbage disposal. With my garbage disposal unplugged, now I can focus on taking my drain lines apart. Now I'll disconnect the drain line for the dishwasher. Let's take this garbage disposal off now. All right, let me do a little recap where I'm at. I've got my water lines disconnected, I've got my drain line disconnected, and the garbage disposal is now disconnected. Now I'm going to use my putty knife and I'm going to cut all the way around the sink so I can cut the silicone loose. With all the silicone cut, this thing's ready to come out of the hole. With the sink out of the hole, I'll use my putty knife and I'm going to get rid of all this silicone and get it all cleaned up for the new sink. Now I'm going to see how this thing's going to fit in there. Looks like we've run into a little hiccup. You can see that the corners are kind of eared, they're not square, and I have that on all four corners. And unfortunately, the attachment rail on the underside of my sink is not cut back enough. I'm hoping I got enough width-wise and side to side and front to back. Let's take this thing outside and I'll hit it with the grinder. All right, here we go. I've nibbled off quite a bit of all the corners, all four of them. Let's take it back inside and we'll see what it looks like. All right, it's the moment of truth. Let's see if that trimmed off enough of these corners to get where we need to be. Oh, wait a minute. I think we can get there from here. All right, let's start transferring the faucet over to this and we'll get our drain basket assemblies in. Now I'm going to put a bead of high quality silicone all the way around the opening so I don't get any water leaking in. Some people like to put the silicone under the sink itself. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I like to put mine on the granite. All right, let's get this in the hole. Here are the clips that hold the sink in place. These little guys go up in a track and then they squeeze on the bottom of the countertop and they squeeze the sink down. Let me show you underneath what we've got going on. I got one guy there and it's pinched
squeezing right up against the granite. These little guys are such a pain in the butt to get in, but they just slide inside that track, and then you screw them down. There's a clip I got there. That was extremely difficult to get into place. I was not able to get any across the back because it's just way too thick. The spanners wouldn't span, so I was able to get 2 on each side and 2 across the front. The sink is in place, silicone down, and it's got the clips and it's clipped into place, so it's not going anywhere. I've got the faucet on, got to get my drain baskets in and get my plumbing hooked back up. I'm going to start inside the cabinet. I'm going to get my hot and my cold water lines hooked up. I'll hook up the cold water first. And then we'll hook up the hot.
Water lines are all hooked up. Now I can start working on these strainer baskets so I can get the drains working again. I know I bought the expensive one. All right, we'll get this tailpiece on. One tailpiece. There's the order. We'll get some plumber's putty on this. Get this in the hole. All right, we've got the plumber's putty down in the hole. And we'll get this guy down in there too. Now we'll go underneath and put the nut on. That's got the strainer basket in on that side. Now we've got to work on the garbage disposal on this side. This is essentially the strainer basket. It's the mount for the garbage disposal. Let's get that in. Now I'll go underneath and we'll put the rest of it together. Oh yeah. Because I have a dishwasher, I had to take that plug out so that my dishwasher can drain. The tailpiece that came with this is a 90. I'm using the one from the old one because it's straight. I'll also be using the electrical cord off of the old one. It looks like all the pieces from the old sink are going to work with the new sink. All right, I've got the water on and we're checking for leaks. Looks like we've got no leaks. No leaks in the water feeds and no leaks in the drains. Here's some before and after. Here's my black cast iron kitchen sink. You can see it's kind of worn out being 13 years old. And now you can see my brand new 18 gauge stainless steel kitchen sink. Wow, what a difference. Here's another plumbing video, how to prime and glue PVC correctly. This is a project I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I think it turned out pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm glad you watched, and I hope you'll watch again.